was waiting for more people to join in, but apparently it was just those 6. All right, good job. That's wonderful. You win the prize. There isn't a prize. The prize is you're sitting here with everyone else. Hey, everybody, how are we all doing today? Very good. Is everybody excited for another story time?
Yes!
Good. Shout out the name of your favorite stories. Deadpool, The Proposal, Green Lantern. All right. So we're just gonna go down Ryan Reynolds' IMDb today. Cool. All right. Well, we're not gonna do any of those because this is my show and I'm only allowed to do what Disney tells me I can. So this story is a beloved bedtime tale mashed up with a very profitable licensing agreement. Now, today's story is Cinderpool. Yay! All right, there we go. That's not real. All right, moving on. Once upon a time, you know, it just doesn't feel right when I do it by myself. We should all say those magical words together. Ready? Oh, that was painful. That was not good at all. I'm just gonna do it myself. Once upon a time, Cinderpool lived in a big mansion with his step professor and step mutants. The biggest of those step mutants, Colossus, was always making up silly rules for the mansion, like make sure you close the windows while the air conditioner is on, and for the love of Feige, would you stop Donald ducking around the house? Put on some pants, what is wrong with you? Have you Anyway, the other main step mutant, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, she was always texting and rolling her eyes. She was so Gen Z. Both of these step mutants were very jealous of Cinderpool because Cinderpool had a much larger fan base than they did. Yeah, nobody came to Colossus's story time. One day, a non-union extra went running in front of the mansion screaming King Thanos was going to have the biggest battle of Phase 3. And as we all know, that was the last important phase. Yeah. Cinderpool desperately wanted to go to the battle, but Colossus said,
"No. It is too dangerous, and you are not a good part of the team."
Then he ripped apart Cinderpool's favorite costume, and Negasonic blasted it with her mind powers. It was so cool. So Gen Z. So on fleek, no cap, Sigma. Cinderpool was distraught, vulnerable and exposed as he stumbled out onto the mansion, weeping, desperately trying to get that Oscar. But then he looked up and saw, beginning to form, a golden sparkle circle. And out of that sparkle circle stepped his fairy godmother, Wolverine!
Take that, boy. Step aside.
How a lot more people chanted for you than they did for me. All right, well, I guess we'll just... Fairy God Mutant Wolverine! I desperately want to go to the big battle, but my mean step mutants destroyed my costume.
Shut up!
Oh.
He said lovingly.
What?
I'm doing a story, okay? I can't go to the battle without a costume. It got destroyed. You're my fairy god mutant. Do something with the wand and a pumpkin.
Just get another one then, and stop whining. God.
Wow, with that wonderful and somewhat Australian life advice, Cinderpool ran to the wardrobe department, grabbed a new, freshly laundered costume, and headed to the big battle. He was late because he stopped for some chimichangas at 7-Eleven along the way, and Yeah, chimichangas aren't sold at 7-Eleven anymore, so he had to go to 3 other gas stations. Anyway, when he got there, the Avengers were winning. Captain America looked so good in those pants. He looked around for his fairy god mutant Wolverine, who was...
I'm going to Pim's.
Wolverine, everybody! That's it. All right, well, anyway, Cinderpool surveyed the battlefield, and as the aliens were running away, he noticed on the stairs of their spaceship a single glove. Cinderpool went over, picked that glove up, waved at the nice camera. Hi. It was beautiful. Gold encrusted with colorful jewels. I think there were 6 of them, not that that matters. Cinderpool said, I wonder who this fits, and put it on. Why is that funny? Well, after some buzzing, whirring, and clicking, it was a perfect fit. All the Avengers then look over and start yelling at Cinderpool. You can't hear anybody over Tony Stark, who's just, no! Take that thing off! I want a sacrificial moment! I can't be Tony Stark anymore! If I come back, I'll be doomed! Doomed! Half of you clapping don't even get the joke. You're just trying to fit in. Yeah, Tony Stark doom, you'll get it anyway. And then everybody together, all the Avengers yell, no, Cinderpool, do not snap! So of course, Cinderpool snapped. Both physically and mentally. Cinderpool does that all the time. Just started snapping over and over. People were disappearing, reappearing. There were dogs falling out of the sky. Everybody was crying. It was really expensive for the VFX department. But eventually Cinderpool stopped. Everybody was back. Except, of course, the people that talk and text during the movies. We didn't bring them back. We left them out. Yeah, you guys were there. You understand. Cinderpool was the hero who saved the universe. And at that moment, all the Avengers tackle Cinderpool to the ground, rip the glove right off of his hand, and then blah, blah, blah. Years later, they remake the film. They CG Tony Stark's head on my glorious body, so he gets to be the sacrificial hero, and it goes on to become the most profitable film in the Feige universe, the FCU. But it's okay, because Cinderpool went on to start his own film franchise, which will break box office records! And then they had to invite Cinderpool back to the Avengers Endgame 2, Electric Boogaloo. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the true story of the Endgame. Wait, did I start doing Cinderella? Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Thank you all so much. You were wonderful. Most of you were good. That's an X-Man. All right, bye everybody.